We're on to game 2 of Stakor versus Thompson Nagant. Have they switched sides? No, they haven't, so they're going for it again. They want to stick it. Why is this? Tell me, Triumph.
I think that they just want to have the most competitive match possible. I think Stakor felt like he wasn't off to a good start during the first game, and this game will be more interesting now that Stakor knows what's going to happen. In the middle, we see the first assault troops going down, but Thompson has spawned up a bunch of single troops going to the water side.
Okay then, so it's like all in infantry because of the zurgling rush. It certainly seems to be the case. He's got like loads of infantry soldiers hooked up in a pretty much a clump. No grenades there from Stakor. That would have been an awesome opportunity. He just continues to run through this field though, wrecking up Stakor's individual infantry troops that he sent to the left side.
There's something important here though. Stakor has actually popped himself right through the middle. He's cutting right through there, hugging those buildings, while Thompson was doing his flank. So it's hard to say who has the better forward position right now to take the middle.
It's going to turn into the Hunger Games. Everyone's going to have to find and seek each other. But anyone slipping by, really. No one like trying to get any forward intelligence on what is on the map.
Well, right now, they're going for the flag caps. Thompson has the flanks, while Stakor seems to have the middle, but Thompson has dudes in the middle, so it's anyone's game. It doesn't seem like one huge advantage either way.
So, more infantry is going to be brought in by Stakor. A good, solid choice. Infantry leading the way after losing so much. But he's going to send quite a large majority of that force all the way over to the left side. Now, one of the questions I want to ask about this map, depending on how much expertise you have on this, but is there a like fixed side that you should really be going for, like left and center or right and center, depending on what side of the map you spawn as?
It's hard to say because I don't think there's really an established metagame for this version of the map. The R5 version, map pack R5 version, is
what are the differences in that, by the way?
Well, if you look at the farm side, it's actually very even. I mirrored a bunch of the cover. So, for example, the two poles, there is a new... Oh, what is that farm vehicle? Yeah, it's a tractor. That's a tractor. I forgot my farm vehicle is a tractor.
A nice farm vehicle in the middle. But to also mention that we have a 222 on the field for Thompson Nagant, which is a lot better than a tractor. If I'm just going to eye it up, just eyeballing that one. Tractor doesn't seem to have any missiles on it. 222 has spotted a sneaky soldier trying to get into the back lines of Thompson Nagant. Again, that
information is ammunition.
That's always been the case as well. Like so many RTS games are intelligence based, not like I'm smart. I don't know why I said that in a dumb voice, but so contradictory. But just like knowing what is on the field, you know how to counter it. Just easy, hard, soft counters, and where's it going as well. That is also another valuable piece of information. We have a Goliath out here, the second one brought out by Thompson Nagant. Is there a freaking objective of this one this time round? Again, is it those houses?
That guy didn't die, did he? That one brave soldier in the river.
No, he didn't, but he didn't get very far, and there is a vigilant guard looking upon him at the moment, but he's so prone in the water. There we go, Goliath, he's been spotted. Goliath incoming, however. Again, Goliath, no, failed. Took out the SMG guy. It's like, that's not a failure at all. What are you talking about? Oh, I see an AT rifle. Like
the Goliath.
The AT rifle very close to the 222, by the way. That's an odd position. Like, when I'm using stuff like AT rifles and bazookas, generally I want to keep them hidden and not up front, and in places and locations which are like a monument to me. Like, oh, I'll always have a guy there. It seems like a safe place. So when I need it, I could just go to that location, see that I've got something there, and bring it in. But Thompson, like, he's moving it forward. It seems a bit daring. Is he expecting this Steward tank to come out yet again from Stakor and perhaps get a good shot on it? I don't know if Stakor actually noticed that AT rifle, but AT rifle is there, and it can do damage to the Steward tank. Am I right? It can certainly track it.
Special situations, yes, but right now, I'm not so sure that the AT rifle or the Stuart will do anything. He was probably afraid of something like a Greyhound coming in for a fast flanking maneuver.
I've not had a history with Stakor doing that so far, so...
I think in one of the practice matches we saw Greyhounds in the late game. Usually it's Stuart early game, Greyhound late, or Stuart in the river area near the bunkers that have doors instead of the regular bunkers which don't have doors, and MGs sit, rape everything.
We got 3 neutralized points, by the way, and just to note, the guy which was sneaking around the side, he's alive, he's well, and the guard on there doesn't seem to exist anymore, like his corpse is completely gone. Is he taking a nap?
Down. Yeah.
Oh, so he's just out of sight there. That's unusual. So Stakor is at least gaining knowledge on anyone directly approaching, but I don't think that's going to be worth much at all.
Well,
incoming the 222.
He has eyes on the farm side flag. He's trying to cap that back.
I can actually, yes, Thompson taking up the hilly area just above the flag, but there's a light AT gun yet again from Stakor over on this side of the map. We got to self-destruct that 222, and there's no one that can really claim it in time. There is a conscript running towards it, but I think it's just going to blow up in his face, and he's going to...
We've got a regular squad going to that farm side flag. I think the regulars are going to be able to use that cover from the river
Thompson,
and get something done.
Yeah, Thompson just in the bushes mainly, like a whole load of guys, but Stakor, not too many guys in the area, so Thompson should be able to force his way through here, get this zone. So rather than focusing on the right, he's going to switch over to the left now. I don't think we've seen too many battles. Oh, Brandenburgers, where?
On the farm. He used the rifle squad to go and check, and then he used the Brandenburger to move in and kill everything with their superior accuracy.
Everything. Yeah, the light AT gun, like even one guy, this is the level of detail that I love about this game. Just one guy gets off the light AT gun and tries to help out. Unfortunately...
Did you see that bar eat that AT grenade? That was beautiful.
I saw that guy sort of perish and sort of be absorbed into a black hole from the AT grenade. We're trying to destroy this light AT gun, however. It does finally go. I honestly think they could perhaps have captured that and used it against this half-track, but no matter. It's just a haste thing. If they had their more speedier soldiers to rush to that, it could have went very, very differently, but not too much difference, I would have think, just seeing an AT gun stolen, but you know, it's cool. It's cool looking at stuff like that. We still got the Stuart tank in the middle, by the way, and Stakor doesn't have the middle flag, so he's really got to put some work, his backbone into that. The points so far, though, not too different. Like, lots of stalemating so far. 8 to Thompson, 3 to Stakor. So, Stakor has to win this one to stay in the game, of course. It's a best of 3, so damn it, come on, Stakor. Make this a full best of 3, please. We got that J situated back behind the houses again. So, which tank is going to win it this time round? Is it going to be the J or the Stuart?
I'd put my money on the J.
The J does have a natural advantage. Like, the Stuart is...
But they're fighting at sub 130 range, so the Stuart could make it. It's just going to come down to maybe who hits who first. Thompson's trying to be more aggressive, even though he was on the defense in the mid. Oh no, I think Thompson's going for trying to outplay completely with infantry, rather than go for the classic, oh, the armor will win the game sort of strategy. And it seems to be paying off.
It does seem like an unusual German, like everyone... Even most people of Men of War will consider the German faction like this super defensive faction. Like they're pretty expensive and costly stuff to bring up there. They're great, but you don't go for like all the flag points. You just try and get like half of the map, and that's your half, and sit it down. But Thompson, yeah, making this his own and going with a lot of assault squads, and the grenade micro that he's doing works well with it as well.
Well, it's not just that Thompson is a unique player, it's that 1v1 on this map is much different than, let's say, playing 3v3 farmland, or even something a little bit more unconventional than that, 3v3 lakeland. The gameplay is just going to be completely different. You're going to be rewarded for both your ingenious use of tactics and your mechanical play.
What do you think of this micro, by the way, of these Marines that Stakor has brought in? He's just kind of like, you go there, and they've just sort of blobbed up.
There is a time to blob and get a lot of bullets onto the enemy, and then there's a time to spread out. When this 222 comes out,
yeah, is there a time to eat 222 bullets? But he does move them back behind a house, although they are, funnily enough, those are the ones being spotted and taken out by the 222. They do manage to hook up to the right wall. Does the Stuart tank want to move, however? I think the J is kind of looking at it. Is it trying to line up a shot through the window?
I wonder. No, it's just doing the little turret dance of not being microed. Right now,
I'm not sure.
Thompson's focusing on Volkstrom micro against Marines and other such.
So that's where his attention is thus far. We do have more Marines out, and I think there was a 30 cal gunner just on the farm area, so he's quite far behind. The J's making its move. The 222 also looks like it's going to go all the way to the right. Stakor with 3 flag zones. A very impressive feat to achieve indeed. Oh, and crew injuring that J. I don't think that's going to be alive in time. That's also taking fire. But what from? What's the Stuart taking fire from?
I've only seen the P3J in action, and it's been firing through the trees at the Stuart in mid, so...
Also, straight through that building as well. Damn, that's a shot.
It's not actually through the building, it's just, if you look at the way the building is, I think you can aim at the tree and fire,
I mean where the J is. Look where the J is. See? I know what I'm talking about.
Hey, different perspective. I'm looking at it from the J side.
That is. I wish we could get, like, multi-perspectives going down. More infantry moving in.
That's a project.
Over to the riverside area. And I think Stakor is kind of retreating. Yeah, he is moving his 30 cal out of the way and getting a more defensive position on that one. Certainly not something you want to lose. That's a hero point. Very valuable. 222 trying to mop up the situation as well, playing janitor over there. And the Stuart tank just looking over there, but it's not going to get a shot. It's way too hilly. There's bunkers in the way as well. And the J is just waiting. It's so eager for the moment that Stuart pops out behind those buildings, because it will be finished. I'm going to take a drink now. You're going to commentate.
It seems that 222 is using the buildings effectively. I don't think that... Nope, bunkers are not open, so we won't find any MG42 there.
Oh, they closed them off.
Yeah.
That is another edit.
You need to use either TNT or an AT grenade in this version of Bocage to open that up and be very, very cheesy.
I love stuff like that, though. There's also another map in the R5 which you can do that in. I think it's fine. I think that's awesome. I wish, though, that the bunkers could be destroyed. Like, I wish you could throw TNT on it and it would just crumble and all the guys and die would be, like, sandwiched.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
That would be beautiful. That is what this game is all about. Another 30 cal gunner being brought out, I think. Yes, and one that is dead. It's just going to be grenaded again. He doesn't seem to want to fire, unfortunately. There goes that 30 cal over into the
Marine
water.
Push on the left. Your left, I should say.
My left, indeed. Yeah, they are back behind those houses as well, so...
If they could move in, they might kill the J.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know how much infantry you have back there, but certainly...
It's scarce, so...
Yeah, certainly worth the attempt to just bring up a bazooka soldier and try and sprint. You only need to get within like 30 meters range, and you've got a shot right in the rear. That's just going to finish it off. It's well worth the manpower spent.
Oh god, 222 moonwalking onto the flag and a full clump of assault.
Is there any reason for it moonwalking? I think maybe like just because it wants to be able to drive away faster if it starts taking fire.
I think it was multitasking it and is assault clump. Depends on the position that it's facing.
There is with my M16 play, like sometimes I will reverse that out behind a building, just so when you accelerate, like you go much faster, you'll get out of there quicker, and it doesn't really matter if I'm going to be hit. TNT mid.
LMG-42, yeah. Check it.
I got it. Nicely caught, and also the P3 being destroyed by that Marine. Now that's exactly what you wanted to happen, or at least called that should happen. That's what Stakor should do, and he did that. So, predicting the future. Young trial.
People underestimate the Marines, but that TNT so useful here in this urban combat. Absolutely brutal.
Oh, TNT is always useful. Like just minesweepers to get 4 sticks of TNT out and line them up all across buildings. Now, not many people know this as well, but the same way that you put individual tank traps and the wire down. Not that that's useful for wire, but you can do that with TNT as well. So you can just put 4 down straight away consecutively. Very good for clearing out lines of buildings, and they will all detonate off each other, and your AI won't be too stupid and dive out of the way, like they usually do. But a half-track goes down. We do want to rip off the 50 cal on that one, or at least destroy the half-track so it isn't able to get out.
Oh, and he feeds it to Germany. And Germany grabs a P4G. A P4G. Whoa.
A G, yeah, that's not H acceptable, but G? I'm a little bit iffy.
I'm confused.
Maybe gonna see some hero point infantry come out, more Brandenburgers perhaps, to support that. I'm not sure how the infantry situation is for Thompson Nagant at the moment, but I see very little.
Thompson is playing into MG42s more so now, that he's transferred into the late game. Like he has one going right for the beach flag right now. Not sure if he has MP left or heroes left.
Is he just attempting to lock down 2 areas?
He got a Nebel. He got a Nebel with his heroes.
That's got to be his hero points gone then.
Most likely. Either that or he might have one in reserve.
Now, the Nebel doesn't hit anything. Like, not a single soldier seemed to have died from that, and there's really not much infantry from Stakor at the moment. He really needs to get something out, though, to start pushing, or at least hold off the next assault that Thompson will surely bring to the center next. That seems the ideal target, in all honesty.
Well, if he can see a blob of infantry, and he can pop the Nebel rounds onto that, it should be a great investment, but right now, just doesn't seem that strong, and this Greyhound might take down the 222? Nope.
It's a bit, it doesn't have to be this close to the 222 to get it. Someone should tell Stakor that. Unfortunately, the 50 cal gunner on top of that as well gets killed, which is fairly normal. It's, like, that poor 50 cal gunner is both on the half track as well. There goes the Greyhound, fully destroyed now. Always dies so easily. He really needs a shield. They don't have the shield like they do with the German half track, which is much better for keeping your guys alive.
The G is in mid. It's kind of using the P3J shell as a shield. Maybe it can go and try to take out the Stuart? I'm not sure. More infantry. No, another 222 spawned at the home for Thompson. I'm thinking he's just going to put it on the beach and try to troll Stakor.
I'm wondering, advanced tactics moment, perhaps the G can push the J forward and then use it for more armor.
It could, but I'm not sure that he wants to pay in to that move with that amount of direct control. Also, the J is starting to disappear into the magical realm of junkyards and such.
Oh, it's a shame. You can actually just like press X, click on it, and it will respawn back into the environment. So,
if you ever have a broken unit on a flag, keep doing that, and you have permanent hardcover.
Yeah, it's very important to do. I use that quite a lot as well. So, also it has stuck around for quite a long time. You'll notice that units do stick around for much longer in 1v1s. Like just out of like, I'm always interested in technical stuff. Do you know how that timer is actually calculated, or is it like a maximum amount of?
I've never looked into that, but I'm just going to assume that there are not a lot of objects being spawned on a 1v1 map.
Yeah,
if you play Sector 2 with 4s, it's just explosions everywhere and stuff.
So you think it's a maximum amount of objects?
Maybe.
And when a new one dies, the last one on the list gets removed. Yeah, that's what I feel like it is.
I'm not sure about garbage collection on this.
That's technical mumbo jumbo. So I'm always fascinated by that kind of stuff, and it is kind of relevant here for tanks unspawning and stuff like that. But Thompson Nagant has forced his way through into the central flag. We are only 10 points away for Stakor's victory, however, so lots of pressure on him to defend these 2 zones, actually capture them. The points are still ticking up, of course. There we go, stalemate situation now. The right-hand side is looking very good for Thompson Nagant as well, so he should be able to hold these, I believe. We've got another infantry squad moving in. And is that Nebel reloaded? Because this is a ranger squad.
Well, it's firing right now, so the Rangers will probably be able to get away with some murder.
they're not gonna die to this. They were on their way to where that Neville was shooting, but only like 1 or 2 rockets
Neville,
actually landed.
It did not even kill the sandbag with the Ranger behind it now. Oh, poor Neville. So in 1v1, you probably want to invest the majority of your hero points into 1-pointers, 2-pointers, or something like a 3-pointer tank. A lot of players from playing like random games seem to enjoy the radio operator, but might be more trouble than it's worth if you're knocking down all the buildings and you make it easier for a 130 or 150 range tank to kill your stuff. Right here, both players seem to be interested in keeping a lot of cover on the map compared to you know, using TNT to open it up. However,
can you imagine, like, if we had a time machine now? If that Goliath had taken out those 2 buildings that Stuart tank was hiding behind now, this could be an entirely different game.
Oh, that G just went down to, I believe, a recoilless rifle.
Holy cow, yeah, I can see one guy sort of hiding inside these buildings, but damn it, that's not good news for Thompson Nagant at all. That Stuart tank could perhaps move up a little bit now and really close the deal.
222 is...
It's also down, was you was going to say.
H is on the field now.
Alright, so that is very unusual indeed. Perhaps if we had the H in the first place, that wouldn't have died to the recoilless rifle.
And another 222.
Oh wow, the 222 spam all the way, but the Stuart tank does move forward. And now...
This is fascinating.
Yeah, I
Thompson's play go from super aggressive assault-based play to more of a standard, safe, defensive sort of Germany relying upon their armor. So... It seems
certainly
to be,
not safe.
Thompson's trademark. Early game aggression, mid to late game conservative play.
That Stuart tank eats the dust, but it is now hard cover. Perhaps Stakor can reinforce this area with some sandbags. There's still plenty of hard cover around here, but a 222 again cutting across into the center, gunning a load of guys down. But yeah, I think if Stakor can actually secure this middle zone, he will absolutely win this. Thompson Nagant still has a chance here with that H there, but incoming a 76. Yeah, that's not good news for the H at all.
Well, if the H moves up, there is a chance that it will win with APCR. I mean, sub 120 range, I think there's a very good chance, and the 76W isn't hiding right now, so he can make it happen. He can make it work.
Yeah, he just finished off that 222. The Stuart tank explodes as well, so that's... we can't use that little exploit now to keep that inside the map.
I wonder if the crater that's directly on the middle American flag, I wonder if that will be the deciding factor for Thompson's infantry to reign supreme. Right now, all Stakor has to do is kind of stall and hold middle for that victory. 5 points away.
5 points away. I'm estimating like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I'd say. Just for that to go up.
Hold down, and you've got something like hold down. Check out the H in the 222. The H is on high ground though, so it's not defending itself perfectly, but I doubt Thompson realizes that.
It looks a little bit angled. It's like you could easily get underneath that turret.
Definitely.
Well, incoming the capture for Thompson Nagant on the central flag, so he can delay for a little bit longer. He has a heck of a way to go though to win this game. If he really wants it though, it's going to take some time.
Brandons are getting ripped apart.
Oh, what by?
By the MG from the 76, I think.
I need to alarm you of this now, but there is a medium AT gun from Stakor firing on that H from the farmland. That is some crazy forward AT gun. Forces it to move forward, knocks over the 222. Only tracks the 76? That's still good news though. That means it's immobile, it could go for the second track and then approach from different angles. What did that just gun down and explode? Off track.
Filled with dudes?
It did have some dudes in. Perhaps he was hoping to drop them out and then AT grenade. Like, really, really advanced tactics. So advanced that only stupid people would even attempt them. But we like that kind of stuff here on Inuki TV. I love that. I feel like I'm known for my TNT drops. Do you like my TNT drops, Triumph?
I love TNT drops. Nothing like dropping some TNT.
Yeah, I got another one in the Fun Times video to release too. Oh, we got a croc out here now, so really putting on the pressure. Perhaps this Croc is just trying to save his other 76.
Strategy or tank play. Bull.
Yeah, this has really turned into a tank mashup now. Flaming all of the soldiers, but so risky, it just gets Panzerfausted right into the rear. Was that worth it? No.
I'd say no, but
no.
ballsy tactics sometimes pay off. I mean, the last game I saw between these two, a Croc set all the buildings on fire, effectively denying LMG support on the mid for Thompson.
Okay, well, at the very least, and I don't think it was necessary to do so, but that Crocodile has allowed enough time for the 76 to repair its tracks and become mobile again. The H is just going to hide behind the building. It doesn't want to fight that. They don't want to fight that, but Thompson has the flag and is losing it, so he needs to do something. And being gunned down by the 50 cal and the hull machine guns and the turret machine guns of the 76 isn't what I would really call a plan. Putting a Neville down onto the zone, somewhat of a plan, but there's still some survivors there. That crater, like you said, being used, not for Thompson Nagant though, for Stakor, incoming a Greyhound, coming across. This is, like, Stakor is really putting on the pressure now. He wants those 3 points.
Oh! So
no
cool.
shit, oh.
More Faust. And
we're getting a bit of a blockade now.
Going into the mid, some of them catching fire somehow.
Are they catching fire from the building?
Yes! The building...
What
the
idiots!
fire from the building has spread to a tree that was knocked down earlier.
Oh, I can see elements of Thompson panicking now. He's just sending guys.
H is down. Yeah, that's GG. He just said to me, fucking MGs, so... Sorry about the G rating, but he has another H. He has MP. He can still win.
We got a Shafi out here as well. There's still time. That flag is neutralized. It's 1 zone to 1 zone at the moment. No hero points, I believe, for Thompson Nagant. I think
definitely not.
Stakor has also expired his own hero points, perhaps one left.
The flag is going up.
Yeah, Thompson is getting it. He has 35 points, so that's 15 points left on the clock for him. That's like
screaming.
5-10 minutes
around the fire.
There's that H over on the right-hand side. It wants to take out the Shafi, trying to aim for the tracks as well. Stakor hasn't noticed just yet. Still just waiting. The track there, crew injured, and a little bit of flame sparking up as well. Incoming more infantry as the Shafi finally gets destroyed. Just like Thompson needs to acknowledge that bringing infantry from like where that entire squad was gunned down by that 76 is going to lead to the same consequence. They're just going to be repeatedly gunned down approaching from that angle. Approaching from the front has done him well. It's a commonly under...
Something is working if he's capturing that flag from that
yeah.
angle. So.
Oh, we even got tank commanders out here.
Oh my goodness, the AT gun. The AT gun's position.
It's so wild! Will it take a shot? Come on, fire! I think it might be loading up...
AT guns this far forward in Company of Heroes? I don't think so.
I think it was loading up APCR round this distance. The H is going to move forward.
The H is right now on the low ground. Or is it? Yeah, it's on low ground.
It is.
So if it runs forward, that AT gun will definitely have the advantage. And Thompson can't see the AT gun.
But
he knows it's there. Units are even firing at it, but it's not showing up.
They could perhaps move forward. Like there's honestly like only those few guys protecting it. Some individual 130 cal reinforcement. The buildings occupied by Thompson Nagant in the center, just looking upon the central zone as well. But there goes the grenade into the trench. Thompson, oh, he chucks it, but he dies in the process of doing that, and now he's losing that zone. This is a critical moment now for Thompson. He needs to get in that zone. Bringing in the assault squads back behind the sandbag line is working very, very well. That's great cover. The 76, I feel like Stakor 76 could move forward a bit more. Like, there's hardly any threats now. There we go, it's moving.
There you go.
Exactly. He's identified, acknowledged that H is stuck down in that pit. Pinned by that AT gun at the moment. It's such an unusual circumstance as well. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this happen.
And now smoke going up from Stakor?
That'll be Thompson's smoke. I don't see why Stakor would want to chuck that down. I've not seen him chuck it down. It's like on Thompson's side of the flag point, so...
Still, smoke does go further than an AP grenade.
And it works both ways, so... It's just about the position of where
The
it's
H
going to
is
be most
moving
useful to you.
forward towards where the AT gun is, but still on the low ground with the tank trap, so I'm not sure what the idea is.
It might be able to get where the previous H corpse was. However, I'm not too sure. The Nebel will take out that AT gun. That'll work. We could even steal that AT gun. It's fully destroyed now. Yeah, what? I wouldn't want a H to move next to the other destroyed H. Like, if you see a room full of dead bodies, you're gonna go into it like, oh, what killed all these people? I don't know. Let's go into the room.
This match is just simply brilliant. Like, I thought that Nebel Warfare wouldn't pay off, but apparently, with the way the H is, it's paying for itself. It's definitely paying for itself. Although the H, did it lose its turret or its main gun?
Oh, the H has to do something at the moment. It needs to do something.
The H is moving forward. It's defending.
It has to. It has to defend. There's a M20 here. Not going to be reaching around and grabbing that bazooka out of that. He doesn't care. Maybe he's loaded it with TNT. Going to go for a TNT drop. GG. I want to see what happens, though. Oh, that happens. Well, in any case,
still, that's a great game. And I think this proves that 1v1 is not just about fast fingers or about a boring game. If you know what you're doing, you're going to make something epic happen.
And on top of that, this is going to go into a full best of 3.
Oh yeah, awesome.
So join me next time, guys, for the final matchup between these two fabulous players. And do check out the forum, like, comment, subscribe, all that usual stuff. Check out the descriptions, lots of interesting information there. Enjoy the highlights. I'm Inuki, and who is this?
I'm Triumph.
There we go. Yay!